Chuck, so nice to meet you. Robert has told me so much about you.
Same, it's nice to meet you as well. Robert told me that you're a really good real estate agent.
I hope we were, and I'm hoping we can do the same for you. Robert says you're moving here from another part of the country.
Yeah, I'm moving from Los Angeles, California.
Have you had an opportunity yet to check the Washington area out much for houses?
Yeah, I've been driving around town and I've been searching for a house. I've been doing that for about 2 weeks. And I seem to enjoy the Maryland area because it's close to my work. It's easy for commuting.
Oh, okay. Well, where is your work located?
Northwest Maryland.
All right. And will you be using the metro as a regular form of transportation?
Yes, I will be using the train every day, but sometimes I will be driving.
Okay. Does your company provide parking arrangements for you?
Yes, they do have parking there.
All right. Have you had an opportunity to look in the district, or are you really narrowed down to living in Maryland?
Well, I'm not totally focused on just Maryland, but I'm willing to look at DC as well. I don't want to live in the district though.
Not in the city. How about Virginia? Have you considered Virginia?
Well, my friend told me that if I live in Virginia, that I will be driving and there's so much traffic. And I'll be driving 2 times a day, morning and night, so I don't know if that'll benefit me.
Yeah, he's right. If you are driving a lot, then I would suggest living in Maryland because there's so many more routes getting into district from Maryland. Now, so for right now, let's just eliminate Virginia.
Well, don't eliminate Virginia because if I can't find anything in Maryland or in DC, I wouldn't mind living in Virginia. But of course, I want to look in Maryland first.
Okay, that's your first choice. So, as far as here, I think I need to get some personal information. First of all, how many people will be living with you in this home?
Just myself.
Okay, that's just yourself then.
And my dog, too.
You have a dog? Is it a large dog?
It's a big dog.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a German Shepherd.
Okay, that goes together, I guess. Well, now as far as your living accommodations prior to this, have you lived in an apartment, condominium, a townhouse? What did you live in before you came here?
In California? I lived in a house back in California. But I don't really want to buy a home that's older that I need to remodel because I don't want to have to spend a lot of money fixing it. So when I move to Maryland, I want to buy a home that's move-in ready.
Okay, so you want something you can move into and enjoy right away.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
Now, what type of hobbies do you have? Do you have any special needs, say, for extra space? Maybe you're a photographer, you need some developing, a developing room, or something like that?
Yeah, I do have a hobby. I do clay pottery. And I have equipment for the clay. I have the wheel that you need to spin the pottery and the clay, and it's really big. I need a big space to be able to set that up and also to paint everything once I'm done. So I do have several equipment for that.
Okay, now is that something you could do in a basement?
Well, I don't really want a dark place to do my clay and pottery work.
Well, now I have seen some properties where they have walkout basements. Now there you have sliding glass doors, a couple windows. Would that be suitable?
Well, if there's windows and doors, I don't mind that.
Okay. Well, I need to move on to some personal questions regarding financing. Lenders around here want to know everything about you. So, first of all, what type of monthly payment do you think you're going to feel comfortable paying?
Well, my house in California was very expensive. So when I moved here, I want it to be in the range of $100 to $200,
Okay, now I'm
three hundred
assuming
dollars
that's
a
going to
month.
include your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Now, beyond that, you might have something, if you move into a townhouse, you might have something what they call an HOA. Okay, now, did I tell you about the HOA? That's the Homeowners Association.
What's HOA?
As I was saying, it's the Homeowners Association fee. It's a charge by the owners of the townhouse to maintain the community property, swimming pools, parking lots, that kind of thing.
Is it expensive?
As far as I'm aware, it's not more than about $35, $50 a month, say.
So you mean that fee, is it stagnant or does it increase every year?
Now, the properties that I'm aware of, they do increase maybe a dollar or two a year, but then again, it's not every year either. Okay. I
Oh,
think it's a
okay.
good idea to become active in the association. That way you get an opportunity to meet your neighbors, have a say in what the community looks like.
So there are rules?
Mm, as far as I'm aware, some of them do have restrictions. In fact, in Montgomery County, I think they have more than in others, particularly Montgomery Village.
I've heard of Montgomery Village. I don't mind looking for a different place, or do I have to look there specifically?
Yeah, that's right. They like to know that people aren't going to paint their houses strange colors or leave campers parked out in front of the lawn. They like to know that the neighborhood's going to look a particular way.
Do people know about the rules and the limits that they impose? People okay with that?
Yes, they are because they're involved in making the rules. It really does make the properties look like nice. Is this something you might want to take a look at?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, I need to ask you some more financial questions. First, what is your gross annual income?
Oh, about 20,000, but I get anywhere from 6 to 6,500 in overtime as well.
Okay, I see. Now, have you been with this agency for some time now? Is this a new field for you, a new career field?
No, I've been at the same job for a while with this company. Um, so this company is under the one that I was working at in California is actually under the business
And
that's
how
set
many
up
years
here on
have you
the East
been with them?
Coast. 9 years.
9 years, that's great. Lenders really like to see longevity in your employment. Now, as far as the overtime, is this something you're going to continue to do once you move out here?
Well, so far I've had overtime for the last 3 to 4 years, so I don't know.
Okay, and that is something your boss can verify.
Say that again?
Now, this is something your boss can verify for you? The overtime?
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, that's a really good income. I don't think we're going to have any problems finding you a suitable property. Now, in terms of long-term debt, do you have any personal loans, car payments, anything outstanding that I need to know about?
I have a credit card.
Okay. Now, do you have any car loans on top of that? Or you own your car outright, or do you have a car loan?
Yes.
Okay, now,
I have a car payment and a few other bills.
okay. Now, if we were to find you a property in the next 2 or 3 weeks, do you think you could pay the car loan off?
You want me to pay it off? I can pay it in full. Yeah, I will.
Okay, that's great. Well, we need to look at a few more things now. What is the time frame for purchasing a home? If we find something in the next couple weeks, are you ready to put down an offer?
It depends on the house and what the value of it is. I can get the loan and then just pay for the home.
That's right. Well, there's really two ways we can go here. One is to go with a conventional loan, and that'll take about 3 to 4 weeks to process. The other is if we go with a government loan. Now, that's an FHA or a VA. It takes a little bit longer, more like 45 to 60 days.
I still gotta move, so I would like to find a home 2 to 3 weeks after I move.
That's right, after we find it. Now, besides the car payment, you mentioned a credit card debt. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, I do have a credit card. Well, that credit card, I have a few small ones, but I have a larger credit card bill as well.
Oh, how much is the balance on that one?
$1,800, but it has a $4,000 credit limit. I usually pay a substantial amount every month to try to pay it off.
Okay, well, unfortunately, they are going to count that as a debt against you and qualifying you for a loan.
If you want me to pay it in full, I can do that.
Well, that would probably help, but again, we need to look at the whole picture. Now, how much do you think you can pay in terms of an initial down payment? How much did you want to invest? Okay, now let me go in and give you a brief idea of what the costs are involved in purchasing a home in Montgomery County. Now, it happens to be about the same if you go and purchase in Virginia or D.C., and this is